Hello everyone, welcome to the Netsuite Guitar. This session is about advanced feature of Netsuite. The basic objective behind this session regarding multiple functionality and prepare for the certification start. So agenda for today's topic, I will start with what are the functionality that help us to uh, have a multi-player account system. Then feature provided by the Netsuite when we enable advanced feature in Netsuite prerequisites are required and what are available. Then we will discuss about some queries where that needs to be asked to the client into their Netsuite account. Then we will going to mapping that is a multiple feature, then item account mapping, and then extended account. Also, we will see revenue recognition and amortization map, which helps to have the multiple account as per the available. Then I will show you generic and book specific reports what are available in, and what are their importance. Then we will discuss about the adjustment as well. Starting with the multi-book overview, multi-book accounting is nothing but an advanced feature in NetSuite provides a parallel book with respect to primary and that the single real-time transaction. So this basically have a multiple system for one subsidiary as well as multiple. This feature supports and helps run parallel account. For example, if you are having primary subsidiary and regulatory as well as manager with in addition with primary feature. Let's say for example, there is a company subsidiary and gap, and then also generate a account in terms of their local gap as regulatory clients and manager can use multiple features. They can run parallel in addition with their primary book. Multibook provides a different set of account into concurrency and mapping of uh, mapping of the account terms, assets, revenue, and this is very simple feature. You just need to configure the book and other automatic posting automatic by the client group. It also helps to create a adjustment entry specific. So, for example, if you are intercompany journal entry that can also created in the primary, secondary, parallel. You can also close and reopen any accounting as per their requirement, and it would not impact the as well. Uh, Real-time posting helps to have data integrity accounting multi. It's automatically synchronized the parallel transaction into the multi-book is highly customizable in terms of the different requirement, and you can the customization have a book specific financial. It's also provide a consolidation on primary book as well as this secondary book consolidation. So you from enable share you have a connection on second as in the big specific that exchange rate and intercompany journal entry. Multi-book here comes up with uh, chart of account mapping, foreign currency management, management accounting, and the and the fixed asset management. In addition to the multi-book contribution, Netsuite also offers of ability adjustment, uh, the light version of the multi, and can also help uh, take out the full gap or managerial you uh, doing the journal entry by passing the adjustment entry only, and it impact the would impact the transaction and the transaction. As of now, you can use 5 active accounting books in addition with the primary accounting as a multiple feature. But you can use many adjustment book as required. In addition, Netsuite does not provide any localization uh, when using this multiple feature, but it will help get your local gap report some kind as well based on the configuration. Enable feature that and the prerequisites that required, you can screen adjustment only full multi-book accounting, chart of account mapping, foreign currency management, revenue and expense management, and extended accounting fit. So these are the standard feature that you can enable when you multi-book accounting based on the requirement of the client. Before enabling multi-book feature, we just need to ask client whether the currency of the all parallel book are similar or different in terms of the base currency, whether they are using chart of account which are different in primary currency and parallel book, whether the accounting revenue, the expense management, and depreciation account are, are same or not. There are many other questions you can also ask to confirm whether the client needs multi-book or not, so based on the industry. Starting with the first feature, multi global mapping, it helps to use the different chart of account, primary book and secondary book. If business has requirement, the different chart of account in primary and secondary book, can use this feature and do the configuration of mapping group, and then system automatically and transaction and financial impact in terms of their book specific. There is item account mapping, so most of the transaction Netsuite posted through the item master configuration. So in item master itself, you can use the item account type, the item, and then whenever item type gets selected or item account type gets selected, posting of the transaction with specific book specific configuration will be done on the item master item account type configuration, and it get impacted due to of transaction. There are limits on the accounts that can be mapped, but into the global mapping there is a limitation, but there are freedom also. You can map different account type with the different account, and you can that should will give you message if that are not compatible or that are account type is mismatching for using the account type. In addition, there is a foreign currency management as well, so that helps with a different currency second for the parallel book, and whenever the primary pack gets created, secondary book impact is created on the other currency as well. That feature in available in multi extended period course. It is very helpful when you are using parallel accounting, and it will help separately to all each book based on to the requirement. There are dependency of the task from one task to another task to the only book specific, but in terms of primary and secondary book, there is no dependence. The book will not be considered as an unless and until has been closed or all the parallel book has been that specific subsidiary. There are dependency of book specific. For example, if you are closing primary, you can mark the value open foreign currency balances. You can then mark complete the calculate consolidate exchange rate task, followed by the elimination intercompany transaction task for using an intercompany transaction. And next, you can also mark the complete audit. So this needs to be one by one and one by one calculated. So that's why there are dependency and related to the book specific. Now, for example, if you are being paid in January 2016 for the primary book, and you can so you can close the average as well into the primary currency, but it is not like you have closed the January book in primary, then you are going to February secondary book. Multi-book for the revenue recognition and amortization. So based on the industry and country, it is required that revenue recognition can be calculated based on their financial principle and based on their country's requirements. So multi-book provides you a clean feature where you can define the different mapping for the revenue recognition as well as an amortization schedule. So for it will calculate revenue and and the amortize the expense based on the book specific. Now, most important part, what are the book generic and book specific in multi-book? So book generic will be available records will be available in all the books, and book specific records will be available across the all accounts. There are major types of record which are book specific, that called as item entity called uh, customer and vendor, for example, and then general ledger like accounting page, chart of account, class, department, patient, and theory. Transactions also comes under the generic record, and that's also include the general entry. CRM also, but CRM records won't be affected by the multi accounting because there will be no financial impact. Entity and general records are the book generic records, although some such subsidiaries may have a specific attribute. So also there are book generic records which have a book specific attribute. For example, item records. So in item records, there are information like revenue recognition and expense amortization, which is rare. So when chart of account mapping is enabled, the account specific in that item records also used as a source for item account mapping. So item records are book generic, but when it will have a revenue recognition, amortization, or also a account source mapping, it will called as an book generic, but with the book specific attribute. Similarly, for the chart of account also there are book generic, but if you are using the global account mapping, it will comes at a specific attributes as well. There are transactions which are the specific only, and that may be a process and that are require transaction template related to this process are book specific. So the processes are the inventory, COGS, revenue recognition, deferred revenue, classification and journal entries, expense amortization, fixed asset depreciation, intercompany elimination, journal entry, month and currency revaluation. So these are always a book specific. Now coming into the multi-book adjustment book only. So adjustment book only we already discussed. This is a lightweight of multi-book entry, and it gives you ability to create a specific adjustment for the general entries that combine with the primary ledger through the reporting. So difference between the multi-book and the and to the adjustment book is it does not require to have a financial impact into the system, and there is no operation posted into the primary ledger. Just need to pass on adjustment entry and it will be get reflected into your. If you talk about the use cases, so if you require a statutory reports that are different from your primary book accounting, so you can toggle between the primary ledger and adjustment ledger using that by running that report. The workflow is that for day-to-day to operation post transaction only to the base book, and at the end of the accounting break enter specific journal entries to the adjustment only. Then generate reports for the adjustment only. When these reports are generated, they include data from both the base book and adjustment only. To enable adjustment book, you just need to go to the company, enable feature accounting and multi-book accounting, and then there is a section called adjustment book only, and it comes with all standard one Netsuite account. The adjustment only book will only use the currency same as and the adjustment book cannot have a subsidiary which not exit into the base book. If the base book includes children flag is inactive, it will also be inactive. The adjustment only book. Adjustment only book does not support a foreign currency. It will always have a base book currency. And the chart of account are unnecessary when setting up an quick review on when client need a multi-book versus when client need a adjustment only. So if client or industry wants allows a different base currency secondary adjustment with the multi-book. Does not require the running of historical, it required a adjustment only. Ability to run post report in secondary adjustment, you can use multi-book as well as adjustment only. Comparison balance sheet and comparison income statement available for primaries versus secondary adjustment book, can use the adjustment as well as multi. Ability to consolidate financial statement in secondary, you can use the book. Then ability to amortize expense differently across the book. Of course, it's the multi-book, same the revenue recognition. Creation of book specific budget is available in multi-book and adjustment. Ability to post transaction to different account, different book, only only it will having this feature is only having the multi PL audit numbering by book. You can use adjustment book versus also the full book. Now quickly the last topic, multi-book fixed asset. So if you use multi-book for the fixed asset, it allow you to create a fixed asset in parallel currency and to record asset into the multi-book the different depreciation. So parallel currency means if you are having a subsidiary in US and you are purchase asset in the into the GBP, so it will revalue the currency and according to it exchange it into your secondary or the multiple parallel book as well. So in this way, you can also use a specific currency for your fixed asset. For the depreciation, you can use the multiple depreciation. So if for some of the country or industry specific required a different depreciation method in different parallel book, so multi-book allow you to perform such depreciation. Thank you for your time and patience. Kindly give feedback on comment section if you want any topic so that I can cover in next video. Also the upcoming video on walkthrough of this. Thank you.